Wanted to come on tonight to talk to you about the Path to Profit preview. For those of you who have been following my socials, I've been talking about this masterclass that I will be teaching on Wednesday, July 19th at 7 p.m. I'm Kim Walker of Gabalot Consulting, and I wanted to just give you a preview of things to come if you are joining us for our live masterclass on Path to Profit. One of the things I've been preaching about over the last few weeks is about making sure that you have a clear path to profit in your business. What I've been noticing from my clients, as well as from people who have inquired of my services, as well as what I've been observing in the marketplace, is that many people are pricing themselves out of business, especially solopreneurs, especially folks with small businesses, and they don't have clarity in their business. They are literally pricing themselves out of business. They're not making any profit. They're not making any kind of turnaround or overage, and it's becoming very stressful. And many of them have contemplated quitting. And so I wanted to make sure that I'm able to help reach out to those folks that are struggling. You know, my call to those who I want to help are those who are starting and those who are stuck. And so if you are starting out a business, thinking about starting a business, even a side business, and you still want to maintain your primary source of income through a 9 to 5, I'm not one of those coaches or consultants who say you need to quit your job to go into full-time entrepreneurship, because that's not a viable option for everybody. But I do also believe and also encourage is that you have more than one stream of income. Or multiple streams of income, in fact. So, if starting a side hustle is something that is a viable thing for you to do, I strongly encourage you to do it. So in the masterclass, I'm going to talk about 3 different pricing models. I'm going to talk about these models based on the primary businesses that are out in the marketplace at this time, especially for solopreneurs that are starting. And that is an product-based business, a service-based business, or an online business. And there may be some overlap between the categories. For example, some people have product-based businesses as well as service-based businesses their delivery is completely online. Some people have hybrid models, and some have brick and mortar businesses that they still have services. One example would be an insurance agency. Typically, we'll have someone and you have to go to an insurance agency, may have a brick and mortar business. Some insurance agencies are strictly online, and some do some type of hybrid. But at any rate, I want to talk about those particular 3 models and the types of pricing, a pricing framework that you need to have within those 3 models. And if you have been following my stories on some of my socials, then I have discussed what those pricing models are and what those frameworks are. In the masterclass tomorrow night, I will go into a deeper dive into what that looks like in logistically and practically. So make sure you show up for that. At the end of the day, you need to be profitable. If you're not making profit in your business, and profit simply means having some money back after you subtract all of your expenses. If you don't have anything to invest back into your business, if you don't have any enough to pay yourself for salary, you don't have a business, you have a hobby. You have a very expensive paid hobby. And so I want to make sure that my mission is to make sure that we all level up, we all win, and we all find economic stability and viability. That is my primary thing that I preach within my business and my consulting. We don't talk enough about the money conversation. And those of you who've been listening to me for a while, I'm not, have no issue talking about that. I think we don't talk about it enough. I think we don't do enough around financial education. And I don't think we talk enough about pursuing economic justice as much as we talk about the other things that we talk about. The last thing we talk about is money. And money is, again, what I preach is money is a tool. If you're, people will have different motivations for why they pursue the goals, the financial goals, the vocational goals, the lifestyle goals. People will have different reasons. And I'm not here to tout any one kind of lifestyle over another. I'm simply saying get the bag so that you can be comfortable and you are able to leverage um, an existence that is not dependent on someone, and that if you do have a calamity, you do have some type of thing, you're able to see yourself through it. And again, money is a tool, and I want to make sure that we're using and utilizing our information, our systems, and everything else. Some of you are doing awesome work. You are delivering great services. You are building, awesome nonprofit organizations, businesses, ministries. You're running the gamut. But then the money conversation comes up, and then there's crickets. I want to get rid of the discomfort in this conversation and make sure that our businesses are flourishing, our businesses are viable, and our businesses, once we start them, are here for the long term. So if you are interested, then what I want you to do is to go and sign up. We're going to talk about for about an hour, and that'll be on tomorrow. And then we will have a Q&A, so you can come to this session with a Q&A. You will have to register for this. It is not costing you anything. The class will be live, but it will not cost you anything to simply come in and register and listen and come and take notes. Okay. I'm probably going to not do this again, at least on this particular subject, because I'm going to roll this over into my paid programs. So again, this is something that I'm doing to give it out to the community. This is for the culture. So if you are interested, again, how you can better leverage your businesses, how you can look at your pricing models a little bit differently. And if there's any takeaway from this training, if you're able to come tomorrow, great. I love to see you, love to have you. I will post the link to the registration you can also check my socials for those of you who are following me, however you are listening to me. I've got this posted everywhere. But I will say this, if you don't learn anything else from this conversation on tonight, is that I need you to go back and look at what you're currently charging people, and I need you to double it. And I know that sounds ridiculous, and I know that sounds scary, and then I know that sounds like, oh, I can't do that. Too many of you are putting yourselves on the plank and walking over, and you're drowning yourselves. Too many of you are putting yourself under the guillotine, and your head is being chopped off because you're not putting yourself in the business. You're not treating yourself as an employee. You're not treating your business as something that will be a legacy for future generations that's coming behind you. We've got to start thinking and planning beyond what is right now. And, and again, this whole, everybody's starting a business. Sure, everybody's starting a business, but how many of these people are disappearing? How many of these people are able to get past year one? How many of these people are able to get past year 5 or 10 or 20? And so, again, please join the masterclass tomorrow. It is free. Check my socials. In fact, I will go ahead and put up the QR code. The QR code is simply this, if you look here, this kind of houndstooth looking thing. If you're on a computer or if you're on a device, all you have to do is point your camera to the QR code. I also have it listed as a pinned comment on some of my socials. It won't go to everybody, but some of you who are viewing the stream right now will see the registration link. And so the main thing is I want you to do is, again, it's going to cost you nothing but some time, some effort. And, here's the thing. If people are giving you free game, if people are giving you free advice, take advantage of it. Take advantage of it. Make sure that you are being able to leverage. There's some people out here this is giving a lot of fluff, but when people are giving you the knowledge, take the knowledge, learn, and be able to apply. what you need from it into your situation. And let me just tell you this, and then I'm going to get ready to go because I want to save my voice for tomorrow. The main thing is that anything works if it works for you. Anything works if it works for you. But if you're not, I would say courageous enough to put yourself out there, to move beyond your comfort zones. My dad said something very interesting to me today. He says, you've got to allow your fear to go to your feet. So is running a business easy? No. And people who are telling you are that it's easy, and they're lying to you. If they have worked to the point where they have made it to be easy. They have worked themselves to the point where it is easy, or they have set up systems to make it where it is easy for them. But you have to put together a system and a plan for you. You have to look at your individual business models. You have to look at your situation. You have to look at also, if you're also following my socials, how you like to show up in the marketplace, how you like to engage with customers, how you are attracting people to your brand, how you are also going out and trying to pull people into your pipeline, as well as attracting people to your pipeline. So you have to factor in all of that. And again, everybody's going to sell you their way. My takeaway is everything works if it works for you. Okay. And I hope to see you all tomorrow. Again, it's 7:00 via my link here. And I will be posting also an amended link to this broadcast after I'm done. So have a good evening. Take care. God bless. And I hope to see you tomorrow, July 19th at 7:00 Eastern Time in Path to Profit. This is Kim Walker with Gabalot Consulting. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.